you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. The smoke burns your lungs, but you don't feel any different. Your vision slowly starts to clear. You're still standing exactly where you were, a faint burning sensation in... As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, as the world fades away.
Jesus of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, it looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
My chosen, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the...
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes, shine, speak the spell, and see. Please, speak the spell.
Strange mirror image of you.
I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I... last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Rannick nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. To save us both. As a matter of... You must realize that our fates are now as one. Just as our soul, together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It is a lake, a pool of... Each of us donated half. That is where the road to Divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs. It was a time of selflessness and sacrifice, in the face of our old enemy. It was an act of heroism, and a dread. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need... Only she who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god Woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road to Divinity will be paved with dead gods. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin. Of course the ends do. Life. If you choose life, you choose the Well of Ascension. I will lead you there when you're ready, when you've become a true master of the Source. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command...
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
Perhaps. But what is a pilgrimage after all? If not a journey of atonement in search of enlightenment? Focus not on death and irony, my chosen. On life and ascension instead. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the source in greater volumes. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand that for a god, source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life, you have the vision of a god. Speak the spell during your best of luck.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
The Meister's eyes flash with fury, but she holds her tongue and steps back.
You are not a pile of ash, so the ritual was a success, albeit partially. You had all the material requirements, so I can only... That is unfortunate. If I were looking for a master of mirth, you would be ideal. The river of my source has been dammed. My link to the font from which... So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked. Your poor taste in drinking partners does not interest me. These are no average cutthroats. They are the kind of creatures that grew bored of pulling the legs off spiders and so moved on to people. However, it is the path we walk. No matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments,
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the puppet. Do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still...
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon.
Nice.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman, Materia.
You can see me. I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Such Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not God-woken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the dark...
The spirit looks at you.
It is hard to hear of such power, and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special, but I am not special.
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
War's a brewing, my friend, and I'll stand special prices. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Bishop Alexander was slain by Satans, culprits in a lodge.
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
To march against the ancient empire.
long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by Seekers! Culprit still at large!
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him.
You can't just charge in here and ransack my business.
You've been warned, Barnes. Now, get back to your fish.
The Magister turns, and his eye...
You, tell me. Have you seen a man acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder. Watch your tongue. Sir Raymond himself gave me order to find the Tinkerer hiding in here. But I can still find time to haul you to a cell. Well, if you do see anything out of place, report it immediately. That lunatic is not going to take another Magister. It'll be a pleasure to watch Magister Raymond purge him.
Oi! You look the kind of wench you can keep a secret. Fancy a good time? Head downstairs in the Black Bull Tavern. Tell the lummox blocking the way that Blathin gave you a tip-off. Grisha's still the favourite. If I bet against him, I could win
If any
big.
of you see so
Oh,
much as a rat's
lose it
hair
all.
out of place, you tell the Magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
Be wary. That hound has a nose for sauce.
Halt! The hound smells sauce on you. Plenty of it, by the sound of him. Haven't got a collar for you. Damn it. I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave. Hounds, at the ready. Look, I don't want to do this, but I've got orders.
little flies.
The power recoils from your attack. It clearly wasn't expecting any resistance. You can feel it trying to maintain control on the dwarves' minds, but it's slipping. The eyes of the dwarves, once a solid black, clear for a moment. They look about in confusion, in panic, and then race for the bushes.
Think of a little ants crawling into our business.
A fisherman stares at the water, muttering to himself.
The missus will kill me. She'll tear me a new mouth halfway down my neck. Fish will bite, all right. Not that you'd eat one. I've got a worse problem than that. Way, way worse. I've gone and dropped my wedding ring in the water.
He gives you a sorrowful look.
My wife's dead, buddy.
He looks at you disapprovingly, but can't keep a straight face.
I'm pulling your leg. She's fine. She'll be bloody furious if I don't get that ring back, though. I could do that. I could. But seeing as the ring has a bit of sauce to it, like as not, going in there will attract Voidwoken. All things equal, between an angry wife and Voidwoken, I'm leaning towards the wife. I'm not asking you to risk your life on account of me and my marital woes, but if...
You, stranger, what are you doing here? I'm someone investigating the disappearance of 4
Several brothers have gone missing. Now tell me, have you seen a man in a grey cloak?
The Magister's eyes narrow and...
It's vital that you report anything unusual. He arrived in Driftwood some days ago, dressed as a tinkerer. He bought and as soon as he knew we were onto him, he ran. Now, be on your way.